Yo! Code 19s are an event that happened in Jurassic World, the game, that you unlock at level 15. They're a pretty good way of getting DNA and sDNA as well, but we're going to talk about that a little bit later in the video. But I have unlocked the secrets behind Code 19s. This video is going to teach you my ways. So first I'm going to go over the basics, and then we're going to get into the nitty gritty. So Code 19s may not seem very useful, and to be honest, they might be a bit annoying for some people, but I figured out how to utilize them in the best way possible. I call it Code 19 maxing. So ever since I started my Jurassic World the game series, I have been gathering up a bunch of data on the Code 19s, and I'm going to share all of it with you in this video. First of all, Code 19s happen 6 times a day. You have the option to play them, or you can send Owen to take care of it for you. But if you do send Owen, that is not going to give you any rewards at all, and it's going to count as one of the 6 daily Code 19s that could happen. So then you only got 5 left. If there is a Code 19 going on in your park and you decide to close the game, well, that also counts as another Code 19. And also, I'm not going to get into this too much, but if you fail a Code 19, that basically means that your dinosaur is going to be on a cooldown and you won't be able to use him in any battles. He won't produce any coins until you send a different team of dinosaurs to get him back. And if you're in the middle of a Code 19 and your game closes for some reason, well, then you fail and the dinosaur still escapes and it will be on a cooldown. Code 19s reset at 7 p.m. every day, for me at least. It might be different for you. So I'm in the central time zone. So if you're in like Pacific time zone, like in California or something, you might need to go to Google, type in 7 p.m. Central to Pacific time, and then you can see what time your Code 19s reset. I personally have a little ritual that I do every day. So as soon as it hits 7 o'clock, or as soon as I notice that it's past 7 o'clock, I get on Jurassic World, I get comfortable, I take my phone case off so it doesn't overheat and start lagging the game, and I do all my Code 19s right away. That way I can get a bunch of DNA. But okay, that is pretty much it for the basics, and now it is time to start getting into the deeper stuff. So, there are 2 requirements that you must meet to trigger a Code 19. The first one is that you need to be level 15 or higher. Easy enough. The second thing is that you need to have at least 15 enclosures in your park. Keep this in mind because I'm gonna tell you a trick a little bit later on. But okay, now it is time to talk about DNA. Code 19s are a good way of farming DNA. You can get a decent chunk of DNA daily from them. So I started collecting data on all the dinosaurs that would have Code 19s in my park. I would write down how much DNA they would give each time I completed a Code 19. So I started with a Giga Gen 2. He was level 10. A Code 19 happened. I recorded how much DNA I got, and it was 115 DNA. And that is for getting it perfect. In this video, I'm only going to be talking about perfect completions of a Code 19. So if you miss one, well then, I don't know, don't do that. All the data I've recorded is from perfect Code 19s. Then I hatched up a second Giga Gen 2. So now I have 2 Giga Gen 2s at level 10. A Code 19 happened, and this time I got 525 DNA. That kind of blew my mind. I was like, wow, that raised quite a bit. I wonder how much 3 gigas would give me. I did not have 3 gigas, unfortunately, but I do know the answer. But I decided to fuse my 2 gigas together to get a level 20 Giga Gen 2. A Code 19 happened, and this time I got 115 DNA once again. So this made me realize that level does not have any effect on DNA from Code 19s. But the number of dinosaurs that you do have does affect it. And I tested this multiple times with other dinosaurs as well. Level does not matter at all. Alright, hope everyone is still following along. I'm going to do a really easy recap at the end of the video. But I have tested so many creatures, and I'm just going to go ahead and put my notes up on the screen right now, so you can read that if you want to. There they all are. This is how much DNA I got from each dinosaur. And luckily there is a bit of a pattern to it, okay? The DNA that you get seems to generally be the same for dinosaurs of the same rarity. There are a few exceptions though. But let's take VIP creatures for example. One VIP creature gets 400 DNA for a perfect code 19. Two VIP creatures get 390. So for some reason it's 10 DNA lower. Okay. And then 3 VIP creatures will get 390 as well. So yeah, you get more by just having one. Very strange. And I bet you're thinking, well, what if you had like 12 VIP creatures? No, that doesn't affect anything. It seems to stop after you have 3 of the same creature. So having 1 gets a certain amount, having 2 gets a certain amount, and then 3 through 12 will all be the same. The most DNA that I have gotten from Code 19s was 770, and that is from having 3 Metrophotons. I've never gotten more DNA than that. I have not seen anybody else get more DNA than that. I'm pretty sure that that is the highest that you can get from Code 19. So if all 6 of my daily Code 19s all landed on Metrophoton, right? That would be, and I got it all perfect. That would be 770 times 6, which gets you 4,620 DNA. So that is the most DNA that you can get from doing Code 19s. So if you can fill your park up with creatures that always get 770 from Code 19s, then that's pretty much 4,600 DNA daily that you get. Guaranteed. As long as you're able to complete the Code 19s perfectly. And you will get better at them over time. Some of them are difficult. The bar one is especially difficult. I hate that one. I still struggle with that one to this day. And then there's the one with the arrow where you gotta like drag the circle with the arrow. That is the only one that I have a tip for, because everything else is pretty self-explanatory. For that one, if it's the one that's shaped like an N, just touch the circle, drag your finger up to the first corner fast, and then you can see where the wheel is going from there. Because sometimes the wheel will go slow, sometimes it'll go fast. So just get to that first corner fast, and then you'll be able to see where the wheel is going. You can follow it pretty easily. Just letting you know, because I used to panic on that one. So which dinosaurs get 770 DNA? Well, I only know a handful so far. I know Metrophoton does. I know that Gorgosuchus does. I think there's a hybrid called Bajosaurus, I think. Put that on the screen right now. I believe that one does as well. So it seems to be the really, really strong creatures. But there's also exceptions. For instance, you would expect Udon to give 770, but it doesn't. I think Udon gives 680, and so does Indominus Rex. And so does Indoraptor. And by the way, I don't have any super hybrids, so I couldn't test this with super hybrids until a video popped up randomly on my YouTube. And I'm going to put it on the screen right now. It was comparing Indominus Rex with Indoraptor, Code 19. And the guy who uploaded the video has multiples of like every single dinosaur, so I think it's safe to assume that he had 3 of each. He 100% had 3 Indominuses because I had tested that. And I can only assume that he had at least 3 Indoraptors because he got 680 DNA from both of those. I checked out this guy's channel. His name is HT Game. And if you go to his shorts, he posts Code 19s of almost every single dinosaur. So if you're wondering how much DNA a certain dinosaur makes, go check out this guy's channel and go to his shorts. And you should be able to find it because I'm pretty sure he posts Code 19s of every single dinosaur. But okay, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say for this video. So this is what you should do. This is how to do this effectively and easily. So the best thing to do would be to get a bunch of dinosaurs that produce 770 DNA for a perfect Code 19. But all those dinosaurs are insanely strong. So the next best thing would be to get 2 tournament creatures. Because 1 tournament creature gets 115 DNA. 2 tournament creatures gets 525, which is, it's not too far off from 770. It's not too bad, and tournament creatures are a lot easier to get. So that's what you should do. Fill your park up with tournament creatures that you have 2 of. No more, no less. Just get at least 15 of those. Oh, really quick, here's a very helpful tip that I almost forgot to mention. So, you know how I said that you need 15 enclosures for a Code 19 to trigger? Well, guess what? Bosses count towards that. A Code 19 cannot happen on a boss creature, but their enclosure still counts towards that 15 that you need. So if you get all 4 bosses, then you only need 11 more creatures in your park. So that's 11 creatures that you need, that need to be tournament creatures, and that you need to have 2 of. And then the next best thing to the tournament creatures is having 1 VIP, because those get 400. But okay, that is all the advice that I have on Code 19's. I hope it was not too confusing. I hope people learn from this, because I've been gathering data for a few months now. So I really hope this helped you guys. And if this helped you, like the video and go ahead and subscribe while you're at it. And I will see you guys next time in the next episode of Jurassic World the Game.